Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49'ers taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49'ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49'ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Right to the air is Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I would guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Mitchell again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This call down near the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon, 59 yards. Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wind to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. The 49ers and Packers, they've played some big games through the years. You think about just recently, the NFC title game in January of 2020. That was the day that Raheem Mostert ran wild, kind of out of nowhere. And the 49ers advanced to Super Bowl 54. They also met this past January in Lambeau. And that, if you recall, was a game without a lot of offense. The two teams battling the elements. It was a 15-degree night, really cold. But the 49ers got a block punt return for a touchdown late, and then Robbie Gould won it with zeros on the clock to send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far. That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the counter, Sermon. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Sermon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 31 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Good job, good job.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles. And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Love. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Love looking to throw it. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw now. Here's Love. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball. and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. First down, Love to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Hill to try again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Malik Turner. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Our first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Davis-Price will try to pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looking for Danny Gray that time.
But it'll be 2nd down.
And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is Hill on the draw play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Final play of the half, Love.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kingsley Enagbari, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Give them 32 on the play.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hand.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Matt LaFleur had it right, and he'll wind up winning that challenge. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Love in the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw, and that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, it's Sermon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Sudfeld's throw into the hands of Turner. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
To the right side, this is Sermon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon,
22 yards.
And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Gold with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Love now to pass on first down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, going to the air with Love.
That's going to be caught downfield. Rodgers with it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Kylan Hill.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Back to Sermon on first down.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll go option to the short side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And his throw here is incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Love now. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Love, it's Hill, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Love. Rodgers brings it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Going back to Love. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Sudfeld. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Back to throw here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hill. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. Cleaned it out left to Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Love looking to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.